All right, welcome to MyFX Buddies, the podcast. And I say podcast because there's a blog which you're gonna want to go to. Look at that grammar. That was some good grammar right there, right? Um, but because I learned how to put the video on the blog, so that way everything is all in one place. The articles in full with links to them if you want to see them yourself, and the video, everything in one spot. All right. So, but I'm still doing like RSS.com. That'll still be there because they do that transcript and they send it to YouTube. What else? What else? Spotify.com. I know people like, they're already there, so they like to go there. And, just anywhere where MyFX Buddies is, there'll be a link in the description or more or whatever box and whatever they call it to the blog. Okay? All right. So, this is going to cover 3 days actually because I've been trying to do this. Anyway, let's just get into it. So, an international desire to invest in Iraq, and 3 countries hold meetings in this regard. So, who are the countries? The UAE, Qatar, and Egypt. Oh, well, you might hear some people, but they're outside. Okay, so they got together. They also formed committees that included delegations from businessmen and private sector inside Iraq. And we noticed a tangible change in the management of the economic file and the general economic policy of the Iraqi state. So isn't that wonderful? That's some good stuff right there, right? The meeting came out with many decisions that were approved, including enhancing intra-trade, liberalizing trade in goods, and welcoming Iraq's accession to the World Trade Organization. So, did he just let something slip? No, you have to keep reading. And I know some people are stopping there. They're sharing this article and stopping at that sentence. He stressed this is what Iraq aspires to. So usually when you aspire to something, it hasn't happened yet, right? So that is that. Steps have begun to convey their messages to all countries, and the Iraqi economy will witness a significant recovery during the coming period. We don't like those words, right? We don't, but those are the words they used. In order to achieve common interests and achieve mutual benefit between Iraq and the Arab countries. And then they say he pointed out that there are rapid initiatives in infrastructure investment with Egyptian, Qatari, and Emirati sides, the many agreements concluded during the previous period. So yeah, so that's good. But I just, me, I don't like confusion. I don't like people misrepresenting things. That's how people get their hopes up. They get on the roller coaster. So I like showing you parts that they leave out. All right. Rentier economy is on oil and gas, right? Then they have, there's the other kind is a open market, I think. Free market, open market. The word's not there, but it's different from where they are now. Iraq is currently in a rentier economy. So it leads to dependence on imports. But if it's an open market, they're importing and exporting, right? And making money selling their own products, services. When they get their port open, which they're saying that big fancy port will be open in 2025, they'll have income coming from that. So let's see. The step required to enhance the reality of the economy requires building factories, and attracting investments, which are the only solution to achieve economic and social development in the country, as building factories leads to opening new doors for employment, providing job opportunities for young people, and reducing unemployment rates. So, blah, blah, blah. More good stuff, right? And that is in blue. My son reassured me that is blue, even though it looks purple to me. And it really is a good article, and you should probably read it. But this one is more like the 8th or 9th grade vocabulary type. So I know not everyone will get it. And that's fine, you know. Okay, US Treasury imposes new sanctions on 3 individuals and 4 entities linked to Iran. So it's not the country of Iran, and it's not the currency of Iran. It's entities and individuals, okay? And it is Iran and not Iraq. And you could read that if you like, but somehow it ties to Russia. We think Russia's helping Tehran get money. Get money. Anyway, Al-Sudani leaves Baghdad for the Netherlands on an official visit. He did. And boy, did he say a lot while he was there. They have here. Oh no, this was in Iraq. But they had a fancy luncheon. But he told them, let's see, gone. I don't know if I put that. Oh, is it not going to work? There we go. I don't know if I put the article here. I didn't. But he's like, it's time for y'all to get your troops out of my country. But if you want to invest with us, we're open for investment. But we got this. My security teams, my military, we can serve ourselves. Right? He did say that. Okay. Let's see. And then after he left there, he was there maybe a day, maybe half a day. I'm not sure, not very long. Then he went to Germany because there's something going on in Germany, but we'll get to that. All right, 7 minutes. Let's see. So I'm actually going to skip some of these because when I started this blog, it didn't have articles from today. But let's see. Yeah, same old thing. The dollar's dominating the economy. Here's stuff you could do to stop it. Now this is disturbing to me. The Prime Minister, and I watched this. They showed this on TV, on their TV, right? The Prime Minister stresses the importance of strengthening judicial cooperation between Iraq and Iran. So this is Sudani. You can't see him. Let me see. Okay. That is Sudani. This is some top judicial person from Iran. These are his people that came with him. These are Sudani's people. This guy did all the talking. I don't know what he said, but he did all the talking. And see how Sudani's like looking at him? That's pretty much what he did the whole time. Just look at him. So what I don't like about this, and maybe I'm just paranoid, but Iran is already in the government more than I think they should be. Who am I? But now they're bringing them into the judicial system, which I think their judge, the Supreme Council head judge, I think he's Iranian anyway. But now they claim they're coming together to stop terrorism, right? But anyway, and drug trafficking. So we'll see. But to me, it seems like the wrong thing to do. All right, so let's see. So Parliament's working. They're having sessions. They're voting on stuff, nothing we care about. Mandelawi is going to be the acting Speaker of the House. He says the coming weeks will witness the legislation of the law ending the American presence in Iraq. So I laughed when I read that because the coming days is like months, right? So the coming weeks is probably like a year, right? So I don't know. We'll see. But, they have to put stuff in the news to make the people think they're doing stuff, right? Okay, what's this? Sudani met with also Saudi Arabia companies visited, and he said, "We welcome the entry of your companies into the Iraqi market." And Egypt was there. Egypt. So this is a longer statement from that, but also the same thing with Egypt. So Barzani, and this is who I call Daddy Barzani, he's not the prime minister. He's not the president. He's just Daddy Barzani, still running the country, even though he's not. He has some position in the government, but yeah, he's really the one running the government. Okay. He said to the American ambassador, "Ending your presence is not one of Parliament's tasks, and had it not been for you, they would not have been in power." You suck up, right? No, but probably what he's saying is true. I don't know. I didn't follow this from the very, very beginning, so I don't know. But guess who this is? Alina Romanowski's replacement, I believe, because it says the acting U.S. ambassador to Iraq, and his name is David Berger. So you can read that if you like. Let's see. Here, I think I said Jenny's retiring. That's her name, but yeah, you say that. So I call her Jenny from the UN. She's leaving, but there must be rumors that she's done something wrong because UNAMI had to come out and say her departure from Iraq has nothing to do with allegations of corruption. But something is going on. I just don't pay that much attention to it. There's this UNRWA. They're being investigated. Even some of their offices were raided for all kinds of things. But they traffic children, they traffic women, they traffic drugs. And other countries have tried to, okay, allegedly, right? Allegedly they do those things. Let me say that so they don't come after me. But anyway, other countries have tried to tell them, we know you're doing this, right? But so maybe in an effort to expose the evil that runs certain organizations, maybe that's going to happen. But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to tell you that. So here, Sudani, the opening of the book fair is the message that Iraq is in a state of recovery. So I think this is the fourth. Actually, I think it's more than that, but it's an international book fair. They've been having it all along, but it's a really, really big deal for them. All right. So, oh boy, this is today. So clearly these articles are not in order because I just was like, here, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. But this is today, February 16th, Barzani. So this is who I call the nephew Barzani. And this is another reason why. Oh, his name is, well, anyway, I'll show you in a minute. Barzani discusses with U.S. Senate delegation the repercussions of the recent attacks and operations targeting the international coalition, which, again, I think we're up to 3 days with no aggressive maneuvers, right? It's been quiet. But now that I've said that, watch. But anyway, so Nekrovan, I don't know if that's how you say his name, but it starts with N-E, and nephew starts with N-E, so there you go, nephew Barzani. All right, so he met with, here, Munich Security Conference, but who cares what it's called? It's another meeting where the elite of the world go meet to decide our future, right? So, yeah, he's there. You could read that if you want. Oh, look at this. It's offline, whatever. But here's another ministry going on electronic payments. The General Traffic Directorate decided to transfer all financial transactions electronically in Baghdad and the governance. I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. So, yeah, That was a couple of days ago. And the real estate bank, the Iraqi real estate bank, came out yesterday and said, hey, we're going electronic. I think there was one other, but that's just going to happen, right? More and more they're going to come out because that's what they're supposed to do. I want to show you something. Oops, sorry. Don't bother him. He's a nice guy. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Hopefully it will do it. Yes. So this is an Islamic bank, and usually the Islamic banks are weeks, perhaps months behind the other banks. So they have on their website, their Facebook page, right? They don't have a website. Or if they did, whatever. Here it is. They are telling the people how to deposit their 3-0 notes. See this? 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 into the ATM. There are some specifications in the ATM service so that it's done in the best way. Please pay attention to them when making a deposit. So if they're putting in these old notes, are they getting new notes back? I don't know. It doesn't say. But the teller, so the ATM, they're calling the ATM the teller. The teller accepts deposit with banknotes only. It does not accept damaged or torn cash. They can only deposit 2 million dinars, because currently that's like $200, right? So that's why they're saying only. And then they tell them if you have to do more, break it up into more than one transaction. But it tells them, do not try to deposit notes in a bundle. I'm like, do they really have to tell them that? I thought that was interesting. Oh, look, they have a video. I didn't even notice the video. Oh, okay. I'll see if I can get this, oh, you know what? It may have been breaking up. I notice sometimes when I play a video, the sound breaks up because my poor computer, I push it to the limits. Push it to the limits. Let's see. Okay, so there's the notes we're familiar with. Huh. Oh, look, it's even showing them. Don't put it in a bundle. Wow. So see, they have plenty of education for the people. That's why I think the people just don't want to do it, right? Yep. Now, oh, it says there. Oh, no. It's number 8. Okay, never mind. So they only accept 10,000 notes, 25,000 notes, and 50,000 notes. Okay, I didn't mean to take that long. So guess what? We'll go back over here and we're going to have to skip some stuff. This is good. You should read this. Government support for the private sector is the main pillar for achieving economic reform. So cut those words down to, you need to activate the private sector. And as long as I've been in this, they've been talking about activating the private sector and changing the rate the same. That's why I think they have to go at the same time. Now look at this. They put I'm not going to be able to say that word. Of 15 years of U.S. sanctions against Iraqi individuals and entities. Why would they put that out now? And they go all the way back to 2009. So if something, and I think this might be a link. Let me see. When you go to the actual I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm wasting time. You're wasting time. Here, it should be right. Yeah. So I believe if you click this link, it will take you to the OFAC website with the details. So I have absolutely no interest in that at all, but I thought some of you might. So I posted it there on the blog so you could see it. Don't know why you'd want to see it, but there it is. Oh, check this out. Will Smith stars in a new film about the Iraqi War and the drug trade. I just like Will Smith. Sorry. But so it's written off a book called Demons in Exile, which I'm glad they changed the name. The movie's called Sugar Bandits. Sugar Bandits. And it doesn't say when it's coming out, but it's going to be presented at the upcoming European Film Market, which started yesterday in Berlin. So imagine that. People from Iraq are in Munich, that's Germany, right? And Berlin is Germany, right? So I can't wait to see this, just because I like Will Smith. And and I was gonna put, you know what? If you're new to this, there's some other movies that are really good that a lot of us in Denarland have watched. One of them is called Shock and Awe. But I'm going to put the list there under here. I meant to do it, but I was running out of time. So if you haven't seen them, you should. And even there's a British one with Keira Knightley. That one was a little boring, but it was good though. So, and I've been told by people who were actually in militaristic positions, the one with Matt Damon, that might be the one, Shock and Awe, but there's one with Matt Damon, and they said they got it dead on. The homes that they went into, the neighborhoods they went into, it was like, it took them back, that's how realistic that part was. But anyway, so I'll put those movies here under where it says Michael B. Jordan. So they're making a fourth Bad Boys. How bad is that going to be, right? And now I Am Legend. I did like I Am Legend. So Will Smith is making another I Am Legend, and it's going to co-star Michael B. Jordan. So look at that. All right, so these are today. The White House. Vice President Biden. What? Oh, they're just as confused as the president is. I'm just kidding. Don't call me any bad names. But it's our for real Vice President, Kamala. Look, they even misspelled her name. Well, it's Arabic being translated to, what is this? English. So they're going to meet today, Friday. I wonder if they'll show it on TV. Matter of fact, oh no, they're still talking to this medical professional. Fridays, their TV's different because it's their holy day. But I'm hoping they'll put it on TV. I would love to see it. So yeah, it's Germany. Yep. So Sudani arrived in Germany yesterday, Thursday, because that's when this thing started. And so he's going to meet with her today. And probably, isn't Germany, they're like behind us, ahead of us in time. So it could have already happened. Now look at this. Wait, there was one more, let's see. I already told you that. Okay, yeah. So we're going to skip that. But look at this. They took look, even across the world, orange jumpsuit means what? Prisoner. Currency speculators make confessions to this news group. I believe they're two different people, right? But anyway, so they talked about dollar speculating. During his confession of engaging in dollar price speculation, one of the accused stated, "What we are doing is withdrawing the dollar from the market, and when its prices rise, it is resold again." They're telling on themselves. But I guess, well, yeah, that's what a confession is, right? So this is really interesting. And it's short. Gambling through Forex. The Forex site is speculating in global currencies. right? So they're talking about that. There's one more. Oh, I passed it. The airport. They're saying how they traffic the cards, the ATM cards with the money already on it. They traffic them out. They go to the UAE and use the ATM and pull the money out and then probably resell it. So I know you want to read that, right? Yeah, because I could spend 20 minutes on that article alone, okay? So you should, if you want to. And travelers demand that the central bank launch the new mechanism for granting dollars and reveal the defects of the old one. So, power to the people. And they did. They told them, we're going to see, the central bank intends to launch a new mechanism to obtain the currency for travelers. Now, why are they delaying it? I mean, it's only been maybe a week, but it's still a delay. Are they waiting for the rate to change? Why are they delaying it? I don't know, but it's frustrating, right? As they demand the new mechanism. All right, here, I'll just read this title. Sudani urges British companies to go to Iraq. We have fertile ground for investment. So, of course, this is very positive. It's saying things we've heard past prime ministers say. But see this word right here that I'm not going to say? He said, you have to help us and what's happening over there. He had that conversation with them. All right. Yeah, okay, I already talked about that. Okay, so I'm going to close with this. This image is going around. For those of you who can't see it, it says reconfigured, but above that it says investment reconfigured. And it says after the rate reset, and it's been underlined in red. So with your dinar goggles on, you might see that and think, what? JP Morgan is talking about the rate reset? But no, it's not. And I'm not going to say it's being put out to mislead you, but found the document online. A friend, I'll call her a friend of mine. She's a sleuth like myself. She went and found the full document online. See, pages 6 through 9 after the rate reset. So you go down after the rate reset. Go down some more. The big shift to a new interest rate world. So the rate reset they're talking about is interest rate. Now, and it even has it right here. There's a chart. No disputing. They're not talking about the currency rates. They're talking about interest rates. Oh, sorry if you can hear that. All right. So, and I'm not talking bad about anybody. I don't like confusion. I don't like people misleading people. And I'm not saying that's what happened. But just in case, that is what happened. You can see the whole thing for yourself. And I'm even going to put the link to this document because while we're waiting, this is something you could study. If you don't know a lot about finances and you're worried about when you sit down with your wealth manager, there's some terms in here, terminology and ideas, right? Ideas that you could present and sound a little educated, right? You're not going to sound like you can do their job better than them, but it's good to have the right vocabulary to say and some ideas so so we don't sound like complete newbies to finance or investing. All right, so I hope you found this episode helpful, and I will say it's a long weekend, but that doesn't matter. The articles don't stop, can't stop, right? that's from a movie. But anyway, so let's see, what do I want to end on? Oh, I didn't do my one commercial. Actually, I don't think I posted that. So I will have that there. I could help you make $75. I know that's not a lot, but it'll buy you some groceries and some gas. And it's not a business and it's not selling anything. But you have to go to the blog and the picture will be there and you can click on it. But anyway, so again, I hope this was helpful. Let's see, it's Friday. I don't suspect I will post. So it's just a holiday in America. It's President's Day. So Iraq will still be doing their thing. So maybe Sunday I'll post again if there's something worth posting or there's some more confusion I would like to clarify for you. So as always, accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any meals and pay all your bills. Enjoy your weekend. And thank you for listening, watching, however you enjoy this content. And until next time.